So one of the nice things about the Axial K5 Blazer body is that it comes with a lot of scale details. As you can see here, it comes with a really nice plastic grill. Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of my SSD Trail King build series. Today we're going to look at adding a body to this SSD Trail King chassis. Now for the body of the SSD Trail King, I will be using the complete setup for the Axial 69 Chevy K5 Blazer. So I'll be using the 69 Chevy K5 Blazer body, the bumpers, as well as the hardtop. Here is the part number for the Axial 69 Chevy K5 Blazer body. Here is the part number for the 69 Chevy K5 front bumper. And here is the part number for the K5 rear bumper. And last but not least, this is the K5 Blazer hardtop, also by Axial, and this is the part number for that. I will put a link to all of these in the description below. So one of the nice things about the Axial K5 Blazer body is that it comes with a lot of scale details. As you can see here, it comes with a really nice plastic grill. So it's not just a sticker, it's an actual grill. I did paint this part black. They do provide stickers to stick over this to make it black without painting, but I decided to use paint. And here is the body. I used what I think is Tamiya PS63 light gunmetal. I painted it on the outside to give it that flat look. The black part here is Tamiya PS5. Of course, it's got an interior and it has decals for the interior. Here is the head that I'm using for this figure. And I also decided to use a magnet mounting system. So you can see here that I use neodymium magnets. And I've used E6000 to glue them onto the body, as well as using double-sided felt to stick over that to kind of soften up the contact points of the magnet. And as you can see here, it just clicks right on, and it's strong enough to lift the truck. One thing you do have to know is that this body is actually made for a 300mm wheelbase. I kept the SSD Trail King at 313. I do plan to trim this front here to give it more clearance in the front. I didn't really want to shorten this to a 300mm wheelbase, as I feel like it would kind of take away from the performance of this rig. Another nice thing about this body is that it comes with these nice decals, and it comes with actually two sets of styles of decals. So depending on your paint scheme, you can either do what I did, which was the black Chevrolet panel across the back. Here is the wood panel. I believe the RTR comes with the wood panel because it's using a blue painted body. So you can see here the variations in the decals. And the Chevrolet there. So kind of nice that they provide two different variations for these decals. So here's the decal sheet. Again, these were the stickers that were supposed to be used for the grill, but I did not use them. You can see on the body here, it's got that black stripe here. You also have the option of wood panel stripes. And here is the windshield. Alright, so now that I've described what I have on the body, let's go ahead and start putting it together. So the first thing you want to do is to put the grill onto the body itself. You'll need these following parts to put on the front grill. Now these are the 3x8s, so you'll need 5 of them. If you haven't noticed, here's one nice thing about using magnets. You can just stick the screws right there while you're working on it. Now these are for your LEDs, which I don't have yet, but I will probably do some in the future. Alright, with the grill attached and the LED retainers in, the only thing left for the grill is to put in the lenses. Here are the lenses, and I'm going to be using a Tamiya side cutter. I'll put a link to this in the description below. They're really good for making flush cuts. And there we go. That completes the front grille. Next would be the mirrors and the door handles. But I'm not quite sure that I want to mount these onto the body yet, because they do get snagged on the rocks quite a bit. To attach the head, you'll need these. And there's my driver. Next, we'll start putting together the cage for this body. So this body does come with a rear cage, which is pretty cool. Looks like there's quite a bit of flashing to cut off. Alright, I think that covers it. Right. So there's the rear cage, and it's time to mount it onto the body. There you go. The cage is mounted up, and this K5 laser body is starting to take shape. And with that, we finally got the front windshield on. Okay, let's continue on with the camper shell or hardtop. Installing this while the film was rolling was a little bit too difficult for me, especially with this limited workspace and the position I had to sit in. So here it is after I've installed it. You can see it's pretty cool. That's how the hinge system works. And we're ready to put this shell onto the rest of the body. Alright, to attach the camper shell, you need a ream, 4 holes right here. And those connect to these tabs right here. And once again, I'm going to do this off of camera because it's kind of hard to do this while filming. Alright, I finally got everything mounted up. I actually did go ahead and install the door handles, as you can see there. And let's see how it came out pretty nicely. Once again, flip open. Really cool feature. Now you'll notice that I cut out the fenders a little bit more, and that's because I'm running bigger tires, and I'm also running a 13mm wheelbase instead of 300. So let's take a look at it. Alright, so here on the chassis you can see that I installed the K5 bumpers front and rear. And everything fits just fine. And with the magnets, everything mounts just like that. Let's see what the front looks like. So there's still a little bit of clearance issue right here at the front. And here's the rear. And in just a second, I'll give you a better look. And with that, we've come to the conclusion of a running build of this SSD Trail King. You can see the final look here. Certainly isn't the end of work being done on it, but for right now, it is a running build. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this SSD Trail King build series so far. We now have a running build, and I can't wait to get this out on the trail. This is definitely not the end of updates for this SSD Trail King, but for now we've got a running build, and I've been pretty happy with it so far. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. Thanks for watching.